Zoe here, bringing you the best in Atlanta music for Comcast Bands on Demand. Coming up next, we're going to introduce you to one of the biggest buzzing bands in Atlanta right now, Vonnegutt. Since 2007, Vonnegutt has been steadily perfecting their mix of rock and hip-hop. I recently had a chance to catch up with them before a show at Smithsonian Bar to talk about life, their music, and how they got connected with Big Boi from Outkast. Check it out.
Let's have some fun!
Calling out the right to know how we ever get this low. Didn't try that hard. Yeah, I know that's how it goes.
What's got the
Did you guys all grow up in Atlanta? And were there any clubs or bands around here that influenced the sound of what you guys are working on now or growing up?
Yeah, we're all born and raised pretty much except for our bass player, yeah. We're all Marietta boys, so. I can remember the one club that I used to always go to as a kid was always go to the Masquerade.
We actually had the Masquerade as like how Vonnegutt, we actually cut our teeth there. And I guess my personal would be the Tabernacle.
Tabernacle,
I think
yeah.
it's like-
Tabernacle.
That's so great. The acoustics in there are great, right?
Yeah, it's like kind of big, but then it's so intimate as well.
Now it seems I'm back at square one with a new girl I'd rather run from. Where the hoops were, I jumped you like a ton. Lit up on fire and let shit, I'm done. Yeah, all the messages left is all love. I don't feel a thing, I try to run. Can't even
So where was the first official Vonnegutt show?
The first official Vonnegutt show was, I think it was somewhere in Alpharetta in this horrible sports bar. And like the name is like leaving like my mind right now. But
Well, now that you've said horrible, you
Yeah,
probably shouldn't
I
say
probably
it. You really shouldn't say it.
it was about 3 years ago, and it was before Taylor was in the band, and we made it through it, but it was a disaster.
Yo, she's the type of girl that you meet in the bar. Every other night kissing somebody else. It's like she wears skimpy clothes just to cover the scars.
But once we started really getting into stepping our stage show, I was really into just the adrenaline rush and the acceptance from the crowd. Like we played a whole bunch of festivals this year, so that was probably where we kind of came into our own live.
Yeah. You know, Kyle, once you'll soon realize like he asks a lot from the crowd, and it's pretty cool because it gets everybody very involved and everything, and you know, so it's almost like a punk rock show in a sense, just because everybody's doing their own thing, and it's, you know, very improvised at the same time. You know, we don't know what we're gonna play every night. We do different stuff sometimes, so it's always interesting.
If you have never heard of our songs, I think they're very impactful. Like if you are just walking by our stage and you for the first time hear like our album live, and I would think that we'd get them off the hooks and the energy alone. We did that at ACL. Like we had the first slot, and we were the only hip hop act on the whole bill. So it was like us and like the Eagles. And, like,
Recently this year, we are on a single from a certain legend. And not only is he our boss, or the greatest fucking rapper alive, he's my friend and my hero. Make some noise for Big Boi, everybody.
What up? What's good? What's up, A-Town? Let's do it. Yeah. Which one show for the pain? I tune in to your satellite radio or FM station.
How did you guys get hooked up with Big Boi, and is it just awesome collaborating with him? Is it just a dream?
We actually got it hooked up with him because I was friends with his younger brother, and then about 4 years later, he got me set up with like doing guitar work with all the producers in there, and so I just did that, and then just handed him a demo one time, and he just loved it. So he's a huge fan of the music, so it's very exciting, and it's very humbling, you know, for him to be such a fan.
every single one of my friends knows every Outkast word. So like for me as a rapper, he's the only reason, Outkast is the only reason I rap. You know,
Really?
so being signed to him and have him being like, you know, loving the music that we're doing and putting his neck out on line for us, it's like, it's definitely a dream come true.
Seems like you guys have been in the studio a lot lately, so tell us a little bit about what you've been working on.
We are currently working on our mixtape. It's a free mixtape, we're calling it Free 99. And it's kind of on the premise on how rappers do mixtapes, where they take like radio songs and stuff and freestyle over it, but we're doing it from a live band perspective. So we're taking all of the hits and songs that we liked the past year, kind of revamping them with the band, and getting a lot of, but then we're also getting a lot of our band friends and our rapper friends. So like we just did Drake's Find Your Love with Cartel and Out of Sight. And then we're doing Day and Night with like Newfound Glory and Emilio Rojas and all these like mashups that you wouldn't necessarily get. So that's what we're doing now on top of finishing our album.
Follow us now, try to follow us now. Not another leg down. Got something to say.
So what would success be like for you guys? Is there any stopping Vonnegutt? Is there any kind of long-term goal? What exactly do you guys picture your success as right now?
I mean, personally, I just always want to be able to do this because we're just now getting the chance to. We've been working so hard. So as long as we can continue touring, continue jumping on big tours, and continue releasing music, I mean, that's pretty much successful. So when I'm 40, I'll answer that
Make some noise for Big Boi. Yeah. Thank you guys. I love y'all. Here, Vonnegutt.